When the left wants to deceive the public, they often come up with names that just aren't true, like the Affordable Care Act. It was not affordable, and you weren't necessarily able to keep your doctor. Or more recently, the Inflation Reduction Act, which did not reduce inflation. Now we have so-called safe injection sites, or safe consumption sites. And there are already 2 of these in New York City, defying federal law, and they want to open up a 3rd one in Somerville, which is a small city wedged between Boston and Cambridge. Listen to the report.
It's just depressing. My thoughts is San Francisco.
Opinions are clashing in Somerville about a major step forward in opening a supervised consumption site in Massachusetts, where people who inject, smoke, or snort drugs would be monitored.
Mayor wants it so bad, put it in the house next to her.
It makes a little more sense to have somebody supervise rather than having people just die out in the streets.
Somerville City Council just approved $10,000 in funding for external consultants to help open the site and $170,000 in funding for purchasing modular units for the site and future sites, on top of $827,000 already appropriated in the city's 2024 fiscal year budget. A report commissioned by the city, prepared by Fenway Health, recommends the creation of a center in a city-owned parking lot, open between 10 to 24 hours per day.
First, let's remember there's no such thing as safely injecting heroin or snorting cocaine or any of that stuff. There's no such thing as safely doing it.
Drug users sit at stations like this with a mirror so workers can notice when someone's eyes roll back, and then they do a drug intervention.
Oh, well, when you say it like that, I guess everything's fine, right?
Suggests several city-owned parking lots in Davis Square and East Somerville as possible options for what would be a mobile supervised consumption site, some in close proximity to homes and parks.
What could possibly go wrong? Well, let's take a look at New York City.
He also says the people who are using these sites are not from Harlem. They are outsiders coming here for their fix.
Most of the people, 75% of the people that come into Harlem don't live here. So now we have an influx of people in need of social services that are wreaking havoc on our quality of life.
Hold on, I gotta write that down. Legalized drugs wreaks havoc on quality of life. Okay, I got that.
Harlem and East Harlem are oversaturated with drug treatment programs. We serve the needs of people from other communities, and ultimately what we are doing is serving to protect their property values, their children's safety, the cleanliness of their parks.
Or we could just look at Boston, where the city of Boston has just basically legalized drugs at this small section called Mass and Cass, otherwise known as Methadone Mile. Look at what happened there just last month.
The cell phone video that we're blurring because of its graphic nature shows a sex act unfolding in public in Boston's open-air drug market, where the crowd has been visibly growing in size by the week heading into the warmer months, as seen in this brand new footage. Neighbors say they witnessed disturbing sights in plain view on a regular basis.
It is happening every day. It is something that is in our face.
Aw, Jack, you're just fear-mongering. This is going to be just fine. Let's go to ABC 7 in New York.
Behind these closed doors, you won't find anything else like it in the country. A room where people are allowed to shoot up heroin or do any illegal drug they want.
We have people injecting, sniffing, smoking, and a combination.
But unlike on the streets, there is a paid supervisor watching, ready to intervene in case of an overdose. So people bring their own drugs here and use the drugs under safe supervision from you.
Once again, injecting heroin can never be safe. That is an oxymoron, safe injection site. And that's the guy that's going to save your life? Okay, sure. Plus, let me ask you another question. Where do you think they're going to get the drugs? If you're a drug dealer, where are you going to set up shop? You're going to set up shop like right outside the door of this place, because I know you got a steady stream of customers. And when you have a steady stream of customers, what's also going to happen? Drug dealers are going to compete for their business. And they don't compete the same way that, like, most businesses compete. They compete at the barrel of a gun.
Yes, exactly. We don't provide any drugs ourselves.
What they do provide, supplies like clean needles. They'll even help users find a vein.
Hey, they'll help you find a vein. Isn't that nice of them?
Actually inserting the needle into their arm, but not pushing it down. That's our hard line. We don't push that plunger down.
Well, at least they know where to draw the line.
Some people think this is very controversial, that you guys are helping people with illegal drugs and help fostering their addiction. What do you say to them?
For me, it's not controversial, it's righteous.
The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the inequities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men.
You know what's evil? When the government encourages, enables the poisoning of its own people. I'm John F. Gately, broadcasting to you from America's hometown in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Thanks for watching.